my channel. This is part 4 of my colouring book collection video, so I've jumped straight back in with the rest of the pile I had the other time. Didn't quite get to. So this is The Pretty Princess Colouring Book by Teresa Goodridge, and it's just some little cute little princess pages. They are double-sided, and the paper's not overly thick, but you could maybe use watercolour pencils if you were careful. I haven't done a full page in here yet, but I've started the little title page picture with polychromos. So it's that one. And then I have the Whimsy Girls Through the Decades book by Lynn. And I've done that one. It's called Loreta, and I did her for a ghost challenge in the Lynn group, and I really like how she came out. I used Richter pencils and polychromos and a lot of white gel pen. Why is that on pink? That's so strange. For some reason the white gel pen's gone pink, but I don't know why that's happened. But yeah, I really like how she came out. I used a red pencil for her eyes to make her a bit more spooky. That's that one. I've started this one with polychromos. I haven't quite come back to it yet, but I wasn't sure what to do with the background. Maybe I can finish that at some point. And I think that's all I have. Though I have coloured this page, but I scanned it in and printed it out and coloured it as a present for my mum. Our kitchen dining room is sort of set up like a 50s diner, because my mum loves the 50s sort of style and the music and stuff, so I coloured it for her and put it in a frame. If I can, I'll try and put a picture somewhere in the video, or if not, I might put it at the end of the video, and if not, I'll also link to my post on my colouring page on Facebook where I've posted it as well, so you can see that. And that's all I've done so far in here. I do really like this book. So that's Whimsy Girls Through the Decades. Next I have Maui Mermaid, also by Lynn, and I've done this page, and I use polychromos. I think dark again, sorry. I don't know if that's going to make it any better. I don't know if that's really done anything. Sorry, it's a bit sort of overcast again. So, I coloured her like Tafiti from Moana. It was a lot of fun doing this. I did polychromos and just white gel pen. Yeah, I really like how she came out. And then all I other have is a work in progress. I started this with the gold Faber-Castell pencils, and there's a marker base, a little bit. So I need to come back in and finish off the shading, and then she'll be done. So yeah, that's all I've done in here so far. I really like this book. That's Maui Mermaids. And then I have Whimsy Girls at Work. I haven't finished anything in here yet, but I do really like the concept, like the different jobs and stuff. I've started this one. It's the mum girl with the children, and she's polychromos. I really like how that's turning out. I think I just also interested in it too, but hopefully I'll get that finished one day. And the only other one I got is this one, which is polychromos and some of the Black Widow pencils as well. Excuse me. Yeah, I really wanted to colour this one, as I like writing myself as well as colouring, so I like this author page. But yeah, I just have to come back and finish her at some point when I know what to do with the background. But yeah, I've seen lots of different pictures from in here. Okay, there's Whimsy Girls at Work. And then I have the first Jasmine Becky Griffith book. This was one of the sort of first books I got, so I've got a lot of early pages in here. So this one was W.H. Smith pencils, I think, because W.H. Smith pencils, Marco Raffines, and some, I've written that I used some of my Derwent Coloursoft open stock pencils as well. I only did an Ariel kind of theme with the red hair and the green on her dress. Yeah, even though it's an older one, I still quite like that. Yeah, it's quite an early one. And there's this one. I used W.H. Smith pencils and some of my open stock Derwent pencils, I believe, as well. And I think it was a fine liner for her lips. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with that one. I still remember doing that, even though it was a long time ago now. That's that one. And then I've got the Poppy Magic page. And this was W.H. Smith pencils mostly, then a black Posca pen for her wings and a gold one, I think, as well. It's kind of lost its shine a little bit. And white gel pen, watercolour pencils, and I think I used some of the Derwent Coloursofts on here as well, and I think I also had the open stock polychromos at the time, so I used that on her skin as well. And the butterfly, I followed Helen Aniston's butterfly tutorial from her Colorist Special Effects book. I really like this one. And then I've got, I did this one. This was a more recent-ish one. That was still about a couple of years ago now. There's polychromos, some gel pen, so white gel pen or Posca pen, not sure. And then I used the Pretty Excellent watercolours for the background and then her wings and the gemstones. I really like how she came out. Yeah. This is a very early one. I used W.H. Smith pencils and Marco Raffines. And for some reason I was listing the pencils. Excuse me. There's little bits of gel pen on there. And soft pastel, and I tried to sort of base her. I don't know if anyone's seen the Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost film, where there's a band called the Hex Girls in it, and I tried to base her off the lead singer from the band Thorn. So it was based off of her. I doing her little back necklace and stuff. It's still quite early one. And I think that might be, oh yeah, I've started this one. It's polychromos and alcohol marker so far. I started that one Halloween. Hopefully I can get her done at some point. And then there's this one. This was polychromos and watercolour pencils. I think it was the W.H. Smith watercolour pencils and some Posca pen. Yeah, I really like that one. And then I've done two of the little ones. This was all watercolour pencils, the W.H. Smith ones, and a little bit of silver gel pen. And then she was W.H. Smith pencils and the Faber-Castell Colour Grip pencils as well. That one. That's all for that one. Then I have her Alice in Wonderland book. I haven't finished anything yet. I have this one. There's polychromos, and there is a set of pencils called Boldmere, which is from a shop called The Works here in the UK, and they do sort of like stationery and things. They're watercolour pencils, so I've used them on the background. I've just got a few more little bits to do. I might try and get her finished soon, because there's not much left to do. That one. This book kind of scares me because it's quite detailed, especially the ones that she bases off different artworks, although I do really like the Van Gogh ones with the Starry Night in the background. Really pretty. Yeah, there's that one. Just gonna check the time. That's fine. Then I have the Big Book of Fairies by Molly Harrison. As I don't have a lot, I mean I do have a lot of her books, but not loads. I thought this would be a good idea as it's got quite a few of her more recent books. And I have this one work in progress with polychromos. I really like how she's coming out. I just need to decide on colours for her dress and things. And dragon. Yeah, I really like that one so far. There's lots of really nice artwork in here. Love that one. I love Molly Harrison's artwork. There's Big Book of Fairies. Then I have Becky Griffith's Mermaid Book. And I love this work in progress. It's with I think I used a Boldmere watercolour pencil for the green, and then polychromos I started her hand, but I haven't come back in and done anything else yet. I might try and maybe finish her off for this month with Mermaid. We'll see. That's that one. And I do have one finished page as well. Which was this one. It's Faber-Castell polychromos, and I think it was a mix of W.K. Smith watercolour pencils and the Faber-Castell Art Grip Aquarelle pencils, and a white gel pen to add the dots and the bubbles. Yeah. I wasn't really sure where I was going with this one, but I like how she came out in the end. So I tried different sort of shading with blue to make her a bit more menacing, I guess, sort of deep sea mermaid. Yeah, this book scares me as well. Some of them are so detailed. Yeah, I do love her artwork. So that's Mermaid Book. I do have her Halloween one as well, but you'll see that a bit later on as it's in a different place to these ones. Then I have Molly Harrison's whimsical Winter Wonderland. This is a really cute little winter Christmassy book. So this one is there's gel pen on the snowflakes and some watercolour pencil. I think it was polychromos. Yeah, I think it's polychromos and gel pen and watercolour pencils. Yeah, I have her little whimsical book. So is that one. This one, I think this was W.H. Smith pencils and some shimmery eyeshadow for the background, some gold gel pen, and I added the little Christmas hat on the cat. That one's fun to do. I started this one, Christmas just gone. I was just with outdoor pencils at the moment. I didn't quite get it done, but hopefully I can get that done this year. And there's at least one more in here. Yeah, this is polychromos and soft pastels, and a little bit of gold and silver gel pen and little ornaments on the tree. These are just nice to do when you want to colour, but not anything in particularly detailed. her whimsical world books are so cute. This is that one. Then I have New Fashion Princesses by Damita Victoria, and this is kind of like, they're different like Disney princesses and stuff, but in sort of like modern day clothes, which is kind of cool. And you get two versions. And so I've started the Mermaid Book one from Brave. So far it's alcohol markers and some polychromos on top and the water and on her skin. I have to come back and do the rest. I think it's just because it's grayscale. I struggle a little bit. And I kind of struggled with the skin a little bit. Is the sort of the grey still coming through? But I guess it takes practice, and it might be it's just good that there's two copies and I can try again afterwards. Yeah, that one's a fun book. Then I have the Thomas Kincaid Disney Dreams book. I love that you get the artwork and then the line art. But the line art is very detailed, as everyone knows these books. I just like looking for it just to look at the artwork. I've only started this one so far, Aurora and the Prince Philip. I started this and I didn't really like how it was coming out, so I kind of rubbed away what I'd done on the tree, and I went in with watercolour pencils for the background, based everything, and then I filled the tree with polychromos. So I'm just going to slowly work on this. Hopefully I'll get that finished one day. I'd love to do more in this book. I love the Beauty and the Beast pages especially. Yeah, it's a really nice book. Then I have the 0 to 10 of Creative Colouring by Kelly O'Gorman. This one's really sweet. It's sort of like numbers and letters. It's numbers, sorry, not letters. And it's sort of like made out of different things, like animals and stuff. But I've started the test page. So when I got this, I'd only just gotten my 48 set of Prismacolors, so I wanted to try them out. So it's with Prismacolors, only a little bit left to do. So yeah, hopefully I can get that done. But yeah, it's just a fun little book. Okay, that's the 0 to 10 of Creative Colouring. And then I have the Hannah Lynn Kickstarter book that she released. When was it? 2019. You can't get this anymore, but as it was like limited to a certain amount. But I liked being able to support Hannah with a project like this. It was a lot of fun to do and see her project, like, and see how she sort of progressed. It's got a mix of like pages from all her different books, and then there are some exclusive ones as well at the end that some people got to design. So I've done the title page. This is a Gansai Tambi Starry Colour paint on the title, the like wording. Some glitter gel pen, some watercolour pencil, white gel pen, and Faber-Castell polychromos. I really like how it came out, and the pencils work really nicely on the paper that Hannah's chosen for this. So yeah, I do have a few works in progresses. We'll just have to find them. I've got this one, which is from Victorian Darlings. It's just polychromo so far. I stopped, I think, just because I wasn't quite sure what to do with that outfit after what I'd done. So once I've decided on colours, I'll come back to that. and done one in the Halloween section. I believe. There's one. And I started this one. I started this with castle art pencils, so I wanted to see how they worked on the paper, and so far they're really nice. Hopefully I've written down the colours that I was using, otherwise I'll have to try and figure that out. I really like how that looks so far. So that's the Best of Hannah Lynn Kickstarter book. Then I have the Hatchet Heroes Disney Princesses book, and I have one finished page in here somewhere. Well, this is one of my whips. I've got this Rapunzel. Rapunzel from Tangled with castle art pencils so far. I think I just thought because it was a lot of background, well, it's not too detailed, but yeah. Hopefully I'll finish that. I think I just had to figure out the colours for her dress. And then this is the finished one I have. It's Jasmine. And I used polychromos and some fine liners and some watercolour pencil for the background. I really like how that one came out. And I do have one other work in progress. So bell page somewhere. And there's that one with polychromos as well. Yeah, I really like how she's coming out. Yeah, so that's the Disney Princesses by Hatchet Heroes. And then I have this one. It's called Mala Drum Hasta by Lena Furberg. In one of my colouring groups, I won an event, and this and Emily Blyther Oberg's Fairytales was my prize. Although I chose Fairytales, but then her lovely lady Matilda, who admins the group, she offered to add this on as well, as they're quite hot. You can only get them from that one place. She's a Swedish artist at Lena, so she does sort of beautiful like horses, like fantasy horse artwork. So it's all like separate pages on nice thick card. And I've started this one with watercolour pencils and some Gansai Tambi paint for the gold so far. I need to come back in with pencils and shade and do something with the background. But yeah, there's some really nice pages. Yeah, if you like horses and just animals and fantasy, it's nice. I think she's got another set as well. But yeah, so that's that one. And then I have, just check the time again, then I have Spellbinding Images, volumes 1, 2, 3 and 4, so this is like a big sort of bumper pack, and I did this one, just WH with pencils and some gel pen. I just did that with the colour book pens as well, and I do have some finished pages in here. This was with the study style pencils, and a little bit of silver gel pen as well. I tried to do a galaxy background. This was quite an early attempt though, so it's not that great. But it was a fun one to do. Yeah. And then this one is a current work in progress. And I wasn't happy with how it was turning out, which is why you can probably tell I've erased her skin because it came out way too dark and just looked really strange. As I was trying to do, had a sort of light vampire-y skin tone in my head, and it came out really dark for some reason. I think I went a bit too heavy on the shading, so I've raised it to try and fix that at some point. This with polychromos and outrage watercolour pencil. And I do there's one more in here somewhere. The Mermaid. This one. With I use Crayola pencils. There's got a gel pen on the bubbles, and the blue background was a gel crayon, where it's like water soluble. It's kind of like a cheaper version of the like Neo Color 2s. And so yeah, I was just testing them out. But yeah, for cheap pencils, so worked alright. Yeah, I like how she came out. But I like the Cabinet's artwork, so it's nice to have this sort of collection. But so that's that one. Then I have Relax with Art Magical Mandalas. I'm not a massive mandala fan, but this one's quite nice. There's got sort of different themed ones, and there's sort of ones like this one I've started where it's more like a picture in a circle rather than sort of a typical kind of mandala. Like there's ones like this, and there's more like themed ones as well. So it's just nice to have this as a change, so I can come in with fine liners or whatever. I decided this with brute Funa pencils when I first got them. Yeah, I need to come back and finish that one. But yeah, it's a nice book. Yeah, so that's that one. And then I have Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by John Basford. And I did want to try and do this in order, but that kind of stopped instantly. I'm not very good at doing that, but I'm going to try and stick to it with World of Wonder. So I did this one, the title page with Faber-Castell polychromos and some white gel pen. I don't think there's any glitter. No, it's white gel pen. I really liked how that came out. Yeah, then I did the introduction page just with glitter gel pens. And it's still glittery, even though I did this quite some time ago now. They're just from Poundland, those gel pens. That's pretty good. And then this, I did the name page with polychromos as well. A little bit of white gel pen. Yeah. And then I started this one with polychromos again. But I think it was so busy I kind of lost interest. But I do plan to get it finished at some point. But yeah, and I've got the colours written down, which is good. But yeah, and then one other one that I've done is this one, again, polychromos. And yeah, I think I got bored with this one and wanted to do something a bit different. But yeah, I do really like this book, and I like the story. And yeah, I love this one. Yeah, I would love to complete this one day. So many people I've seen have completed it, and it would just be nice to have it once it's done. So that's Ivy. Just check the time. I might be able to squeeze in a few more books, so I'm just going to pause the video and grab some more. Okay, let's do this little pile here. So I've got Colouring Fantasy. This was just from B&M. It's just a cheap little book for £1. It's got mostly stock images and sort of different sort of fantasy themed images. But it's a nice little book if you just want something small, although some of them are quite detailed. Like this one, they're quite Zenzuberly as well. So it's that one. I've not done anything yet. And then I've got another one which is very similar to the last one. It's called Colouring Forest. Again, it's just sort of stock images. The paper's not amazing, but it's alright if you want to just use pencils. maybe water-based pens. I'd probably test that first before I try that. Yeah, just cute little animal pictures. So that's that one. And then this one I got as a present from my friend Jane for Christmas. And again, this is kind of just a sort of, it's a bit, it might even be from somewhere like B&M, like the other ones, sort of similar images in here, sort of random kind of images, but they're all different and very pretty. Sorry, that was my mum. She's just back from work. But yeah, so this is a nice little book. Then I have the Jacqueline Emotion colouring book, and I've done the title page. This was with WH Smith pencils, and yeah, I really love Jacqueline Emotion, so to be able to colour my favourite characters and stuff would be fun. But yeah, and then like different illustrations from the books. So that's that one. And obviously it's illustrated by Nick Sharratt, who illustrates all her books. And next we got Million Sloths by Lily Mayo. I haven't done anything in here yet, but yeah, it's just cute little artwork. Everyone knows how artwork, I think. But yeah, I really like this one. So that's A Million Sloths. Then I've got A Million Unicorns, and this might be one of my favourites of hers. And I have done one, this one, with Arteza pencils, watercolour pencils, fine liners and some gel pens. Yeah, I really like how that one came out. And this one's really cute book. I have to do more in here soon. So that's A Million Unicorns. Then I've got A Million Cute Animals. Again, I've not done anything yet, but I really like this one. It's really sweet, and I like the range of animals, like the little otters and tea. Yeah, that one. I'm waiting for her llama book. Hopefully I'll get that next month. And then I've got these three, which are by Coronheimer. So I haven't coloured in any of them. So there's the ballet colouring book, and it's just different ballets and things. It's sort of like Nutcracker and Swim Lake, things like that. And this is really pretty artwork. Then I've got her fairy book. Yeah, that artwork's really nice. I like her style. Yeah, here's that one. And then this is her princess book. This is one sort of like fairy tale ones, and as well as sort of cultural differences, sort of Rapunzel, and sort of like a Japanese style princess. Yeah, it's just really nice artwork. So that is the final book I will show you today. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next part. Bye bye.